Good morning, all of you. In last lecture, we discussed about the different process of the nutrition. I already told about the what is the nutrition. Yes, nutrition is what? The process of taking food and utilize it for various life processes. First of all, you take food and then you get nutrients. And these nutrients are utilized for the various life processes. This is called nutrition. So this is the digestive system. Yes. So digestive, I explain the digestive system one by one. How digestion is take place in our body. Yes. So let us start with the first, that is the oral cavity. In oral cavity, yes, oral cavity. Oral cavity, that cavity also called buccal cavity. That is also called mouth cavity. Buccal cavity and mouth cavity. In oral cavity, yes, teeth is there for chewing the food to convert the simple complex food into simple. Because simple foods you are able to digest very easily into small pieces. That is called mechanical digestion or physical digestion. Yes. Tongue, swelling of the food. It mix the food with the saliva. It mix the food with the saliva. Yes. Teeth mix the food with the saliva. That also helps to mix the food with saliva. That is called mastication. Formed in the form of ball. That is the bolus. Bolus. Yes, in the form of bolus, then food go into the pharynx. Yes, pharynx is what? Pharynx is a common passage for both food and air. Here the two pipes are there. Food pipe and wind pipe. Food pipe and wind pipe. Food pipe is what their second name is esophagus. That is a esophagus. Esophagus. Yes. Now, first of all, you take the food in oral cavity. In oral cavity, salivary gland is there. Yes, salivary. Parotid gland. I already told about the three glands are that parotid gland. The main gland is the salivary gland, which releases the saliva. Helps to moisten the food. What is the function of the tongue? To swelling the food very easily, to mix the food properly, and helps to form the bolus. And salivary gland release one enzyme that is called, yes, which enzyme? That one, salivary amylase. Yes, salivary amylase. Salivary amylase enzyme is there. Yes, what is the function of salivary amylase? When you take the food, that is the starch. You already know the glucose stored in the plant in the form of a starch. So starch we are unable to digest. Yes, what is the function of salivary amylase? Convert the starch into simple food, glucose and maltose. These are the simple carbohydrates. This is the complex sugar. Yes, chemical digestion beginning in the mouth only by salivary amylase. Enzyme is a salivary amylase. Then food try to go into the food pipe. And in air, where the wind pipe is there, one cap is there, epiglottis. Epiglottis. What is the function of epiglottis? Sometime when you eat the food not go in the food pipe, it go into the wind pipe. And what is the function of the epiglottis? To throw the food back into the mouth. Sometime enter in the wind pipe. So this is the esophagus. That is the food pipe is there. Food pipe. Then food enter into the food pipe, esophagus. Then esophagus do the peristalsis movement. When food enter here, so it close, then it throw the food inside the stomach, down the stomach by using peristalsis movement. That is called peristalsis, flexible in nature. Peristalsis movement. Same the heart is that cardiac muscles are there. Same the peristalsis movement done by the esophagus. Esophagus. Yes, throw the food in the stomach. That is the left side U shape. U shape. Now we see how the digestion occur in the stomach. Then we have the gastric glands are there which release some gastric juices in the stomach. Yes, which gastric juices? See there. Yes, gastric juices. Gastric juices. Yes, first gastric juices what? HCl, hydrochloric acid, and second is a pepsin enzyme, and third is a mucus. We have the glands are there, pancreatic gland, liver, and glands are there, and lining of the stomach, lining of the small intestine, salivary gland. These are the gland which helps in the digestion of the food very easily. So now we start with the HCl, hydrochloric acid. Our stomach produce the hydrochloric acid, HCl, hydrochloric acid. What is the function of hydrochloric acid? When hydrochloric acid attack, it make the food acidic. Second, kill the bacteria. And third is it helps to make the complex food into simple food, because the food contain the protein. Food contain the protein. It convert the protein into peptide or amino acid, simple form. When HCl is not there, then pepsin and enzyme not attack on the food. The function of pepsin enzyme to convert the protein into peptide, simple form. Convert the protein into simple form. The pepsin enzyme only attack when the food is acidic. Who make the food acidic? HCl. And what is the function of mucus? It helps to protect the stomach. It makes the lining of the stomach, protect the stomach from the HCl. If more HCl is produced. So these are the gastric juices, help in digestion. When food partially digest, it go into the small intestine in the form of chyme, semi-liquid. Semi-solid is there in the form of chyme. Afterwards, see the oral cavity, pharynx, then esophagus, then stomach, then these are the part of the small intestine. Small intestine. These are the part of small intestine, beta. So first part is a duodenum. Yes, duodenum. You know, in the stomach, protein converted into amino acid simply, but only fat is left. In the mouth, that was a complex sugar converted into simple. If a little bit left, then these, which food not digested, that digestion takes place in the small intestine. Yes, what is this full tract is called alimentary canal. Alimentary canal. And small intestine 22 feet 7 meter. Length of full alimentary canal is 30 feet 9 meter. And large intestine 1.5 meter or 5 feet. And which one left? That is a part from mouth to stomach. Yes. Now the food go into the large intestine. You know, we have the largest gland, that is a liver, that release the bile juices, a green color liquid, and which is stored in the gallbladder. What is the function of bile juices? Yes, see there. What is the function of bile juices? See there. Yes, bile juices stored in the gallbladder. Function of bile juices to convert the fats, largest fat droplets, into small droplets. Mean what? Convert the fat into fatty acid plus glycerol. It's the simple form. Emulsification. The word used, emulsification. You know, fat is not soluble in water. Then how the fat is soluble in water? First of all, bile juices try to mix the water and fat together. That is a emulsification. For example, when you add the oil in water, it become white in color. The question is why the milk is white? Because when mixed together, it become color is a white. When you add the oil in water, it become white in color. Precipitate form. Emulsification. When emulsification take place, then it converted into fatty acid and glycerol in the small tiny form. That is a globulus. Globulus word also used, globulus. Then you are very easily able to digest the fat. And here another example, pancreatic juices also there. Actually the bile juices are not an enzyme. One pancreas is there. Pancreas, you know, the special function which releases insulin. Insulin. Yes, which releases insulin. Insulin is a special hormone which helps to regulate the sugar level in our body. Sugar level in our body. And you know, extra glucose stored in our body in the form of glycogen. That insulin helps to convert the glucose into glycogen. Yes. Now, the pancreatic release, the pancreatic juices are there. The three enzymes are released by the pancreas is there. Yes, first enzyme. See there. Trypsin. Pepsin, trypsin, same function. Convert the protein into amino acid or peptides. Yes, this is the first enzyme. Yes, second enzyme, pancreatic amylase. Yes, pancreatic amylase. This is the same function, that is the salivary amylase, to convert the starch, if little bit left, into simple sugar, glucose or maltose. Both are the same formula, glucose and maltose. Yes, C6H12O6. But structure is different. And third enzyme already told, yes. These two enzymes, and yes, third enzyme which convert the amylase all told, protein, then fat, then yes, fat, already told, fat is converted into this emulsification, bile juices is there. Yes. Now the third, this happened in duodenum. Yes, duodenum. After duodenum, what is the function of the duodenum? What is the function of the duodenum? Here after when chyme form, the digestion start beginning in the start. After the small partial digestion, the food go into the duodenum, and in duodenum emulsification and these things happen. And in jejunum what happen? Yes, in jejunum what happen? The absorption of the fat and amino acids that take place. Little bit. If any other left in ileum is the villi is there, villi. Yes, finger-like projections which absorb the more surface area like this, finger-like projection. Their structure is like we use the sponge type is there while washing the car. They have some finger that absorb the water very easily. Same the finger-like projection is there, finger-like projection. Which absorb the food, and they have some here blood stream which send the food into, that is called absorption. To take the food, that is called ingestion. After that in stomach, digestion. After that, here is the topic is absorption. Their process is absorption. And when they absorb the food, they send the food into the full body, nutrition into the full body. After that is a utilization of these nutrients for the physical activities and various life processes. That is called assimilation. Assimilation. Yes, ileum. The full digestion take place in the ileum is there. Yes, this is the cecum is there. Cecum. In cecum is there. This is the full part of the large intestine. When undigested food left, that go into the colon. Yes, here the ileum told the digestion ends here, complete digestion of the food absorbed by villi. And colon, what is the function of colon? The absorption of the water. Absorption, extra water left that absorbed by the colon. And one more part is there, that is the appendix. There is no part of appendix. This is a vestigial organ, functionless. Appendix is a small structure present where colon and large intestine begin, functionless. It is a functionless. That is a vestigial organ. But in herbivorous, it help. Yes, in herbivorous it help to digestion of the cellulose. Appendix. Yes, there is no function for the humans. Appendix. Afterward, the food goes to the colon. Afterward, the food store in the for little time in the rectum. Yes, that is a feces that undigested or matter which prior to defecation is stored in the, before defecation it is stored into the rectum, and afterwards it coming outside from rectum to the anus. Undigested food, that is called egestion, defecation, that is a egestion, defecation. So this is the full story of the digestive system, how the food digested in our body. It's a very important and very easy. I already told the full length of alimentary canal is the 30 feet or 9 meter. And the small intestine 22 feet, 7 meter. Large intestine 1.5 meter, 5 feet. In the mouth we have the teeth also. Small, that is temporary teeth and permanent teeth also. 32 teeth, that was the permanent teeth. Yes, some milk teeth also when the person become a child only, in child form, infant. Yes. Now, I already told the full structure of, that is again repeat, oral cavity, then pharynx, esophagus, stomach, duodenum, jejunum, ileum, caecum, that is a colon, caecum, that is a colon, rectum, and last is a anus. Digestion of the undigested matter takes place. This is a full part of digestive system. In next part, in next lecture, we do about the how the food coming, how the formation of the urine takes place, and that is how the food coming from outside from the large intestine and go outside with the help of which process, that is called egestion, excretory system. Now we have next chapter and next lecture we do study about the excretory system. Yes, thank you.